Thousands of years ago, long before our written history, the skies burned, cities turned to glass, sand melted into stone, and ancient texts spoke of weapons of the gods that could erase entire nations in a single flash. Could the stories of divine wars, from the Mahabharata to the Bible, actually be memories of a real ancient nuclear conflict? This is the ancient nuclear war, when the gods fought on Earth. Modern scientists call it mythology, but the ancient world remembered it as reality. Across India, Egypt, and Mesopotamia, texts describe wars so violent that mountains shook and the air turned to fire. In the Mahabharata, the god Indra unleashes a weapon as bright as 10,000 suns, burning everything in its path. Men, animals, and cities turn to ash. Archaeologists in Rajasthan, India, found layers of radioactive soil-infused sand, as if the desert itself had been scorched by unimaginable heat. Coincidence? Or evidence of a war we've forgotten? In the ruins of Mohenjo-daro, one of the world's earliest cities, dozens of skeletons were found lying in the streets, their bodies unburied, as if death came instantly. Radiation readings in some areas were 10 times higher than normal. Walls were crystallized, bricks fused into glass. No volcanic rock nearby, no evidence of fire. Just heat, pure atomic heat. If nature didn't cause it, what did? Could this be the aftermath of an ancient explosion powerful enough to melt stone? The Mahabharata and Ramayana describe weapons eerily similar to modern bombs. A single projectile charged with all the power of the universe, a blinding column of smoke and flame as bright as 1,000 suns. The corpses were burned beyond recognition. In Genesis, the city of Sodom is destroyed by fire from the heavens. In the Popol Vuh of the Maya, the sky fell and the earth trembled. Different cultures, same event. Perhaps these weren't gods waging war, but advanced civilizations destroying themselves. In regions of Rajasthan, researchers discovered a vast zone of radioactive ash stretching 3 square miles. Local legends warn of an ancient city destroyed by a star that fell from the sky. Satellite scans show strange circular patterns, impact or blast zones. Geologists argue it's natural, but natural heat doesn't melt quartz or turn sand into trinitite, the same glass formed at modern nuclear test sites. Some samples even show isotopic signatures similar to atomic detonation residue. If this happened 8,000 years ago, who had the technology? In Sanskrit, these weapons were called astra. Each divine astra had the power of the sun, unleashed through sound, vibration, or mantra. The Brahmastra was said to destroy entire cities, leaving nothing alive. The texts warn it reduced everything to ashes. Hair and nails fell out. Food became poisoned. That's radiation sickness, described thousands of years before nuclear science existed. Were these metaphors? Or were the ancients documenting the use of energy-based weapons beyond our comprehension? The evidence isn't limited to India. In the Middle East, ruins near Babylon show vitrified stone, melted from extreme heat. In Scotland, vitrified forts still stand, their walls fused like glass. In Egypt's Sahara Desert lies a vast field of green glass, identical to glass found at modern nuclear test ranges. NASA even found the same composition on the moon. Could a single cataclysm have ancient Sumerian tablets speak of the Anunnaki, those who came from the sky, and their great war that destroyed cities with fire and wind? In the Epic of Gilgamesh, Enlil floods the earth to erase mankind's sins, a reset after a cosmic war. Perhaps what we call myth is the fragmented memory of a technological age that ended in self-destruction. If humanity has risen and fallen before, then we are not the first civilization, only the latest one to rebuild. When archaeologists find glass in the desert or radiation in stone, they see geological accidents. But what if they're looking at the scars of our own past? The ancients called it the War of the Gods. Maybe it wasn't gods at all. Maybe it was us. And the lesson they left behind is simple. Those who play with the fire of creation eventually burn in it.